Hello, welcome back to my channel Purna Educare. In today's video, I am going to share my experience of 30 days preparation for the UGC NET Commerce. So I have cracked the UGC NET Commerce with 94 percentile. So it was all about the 30 days I have prepared seriously for the paper 2. So you can just review my technique, and if you really like, you can even follow my technique. So you can just see the certificate that I have qualified or for the eligibility of assistant professorship. You can see here. Yeah. So this UGC NET that has been conducted in the 2020. So you can see here all my qualifications as well. Qualification. So moving back to the technique, the session that is 30 days technique. Yeah, 30 days technique. So 30 days technique that I am going to share here. So you can see here that is a paper 2 I am speaking about, exclusively paper 2, that is paper 2 is commerce. Is that okay? Yeah. So I am the part of one team, the wonderful warriors, that we are providing the online classes for UGC NET JRF 2021 batch. So we have started, we have 2 papers, that is paper 1 is common for all the backgrounds, teaching and research aptitude, and paper 2 commerce. So we have our mentors, you can see here mentors, Yakub. So Yakub sir, who qualified this NET for 6 consecutive times, Purna, that's me, qualified NET as well as SET. So Naishwara sir, we have an 18 plus years of teaching experience. Chandrasekhar sir, we have UGC NET 15 years of experience. So we are providing the coaching for UGC NET. So if you are interested, you can join here using these contact numbers. You can contact any of the numbers. So moving to the first thing. So new batch is starting very soon. You can join us. So paper 1 there is the teaching aptitude. So teaching aptitude, it is quite common for all the backgrounds. Paper 2 that is commerce, new batch is starting. You can contact these numbers, isn't it? Yeah. So back to the first part of the paper 2, that is so that is a business environment. So what happens exactly? So business environment, in business environment, generally we have prepared the basics, types of business environments, that is internal, external, and all the economic policies. As far as economic policies is concerned, so monetary policy, fiscal policy, the determinants of monetary policy, fiscal policy, that we have discussed, that we have prepared the notes for the business environment part. As well as in the case of international business, so in the international business, generally I prepared for the scope and importance of international business. So I prepared for the globalization, the provisions of the globalization, or the rules to be followed for the implementation of this globalization. So modes of entry, what are the modes of entry, like exports, MOUs, or whatever it might be. So what are the official documents that to be submitted for the kind of actions to be taken for the trade. So theory of international trade, what are the FDIs and types of FDIs, or what are the process of FDIs, balance of payments, what are the determinants of balance of payments, what are the limitations of balance of payments, what are the types, what are the components of balance of payments. I have discussed, I have prepared all these things. So the business environment totally have prepared for the 1 day, and international business I have prepared for 2 days. Yes. So 2 days that I have prepared. The next is accounting. So just already we are the masters in accounting, commerce, that we are aware of all these things, accounting concepts, accounting cycles, various conventions and concepts. Accounting starts from the journalizing till the preparation of final accounts. In the partnership accounts, it is an admission, retirement, as well as the death, so dissolution. So everything you have to be very much familiar with the concepts point of view. Then in the cost and management accounting, so in the corporate accounting, the company accounts, that might be starts from the issue of share capital. So issue of preference shares, issue of debentures, redemption of shares, redemption of debentures, liquidation of companies. So what are the statements to be prepared for the liquidator, from the liquidator perspective? So what are the rules, or what are the steps to be followed to settle the claims? So corporate restructuring, what are the different models of corporate restructuring model? I have prepared the notes. So CMA, in the cost and management accounting, generally the cost units and whatever it might be, budget control, process costing, all these things. Okay. Then in the comparative statements, you can see here the ratio analysis, activity ratios, FFS, that is fund flow statements, cash flow statements, and human resource accounting, and all these things. Whereas in the case of auditing, we have discussed about the cost audit, management auditing, energy audit, systems audit, safety audit. So all these things I have discussed, as well as company audit. I've also prepared company audit. So company audit 1 and company audit 2. So Then after business economics, in the business economics generally the law of demand basics, law of demand, elasticity, law of supply, elasticity of supply, utility analysis, and indifference curve. So what are the various indifference curves, theories of cost, what are the different types of cost, marketing forms, monopoly, oligopoly, all these things, pricing strategies, what are the different pricing strategies that we have followed in any kind of market that we have prepared. And in the case of business finance, we have 4 parts, that is sources of finance, from where that we are getting this kind of finance. That might be the preference shares, that might be the equity shares, or it may be the debt, whatever it might be. So capital structuring and capital budgeting, what are the different capital budgeting techniques, So what is the capital structure and what are the components of capital structure, discussing. So working capital management and dividend decisions. So what are the relevance theory, what is the irrelevance theory, so that I have studied or prepared under the dividend decisions. And as far as IFM, international financial management and international financial management instruments, so we have to be very careful and we have to go with the different type of international financial management. So all this we can prepare for the 2 days, I guess. Yes, 2 days. Whereas business economics we can just prepare for 1 day itself, 1 day. So you can just complete the syllabus in the 4 hours. 4 hours, just with over the basic bullet points. Okay. Then after business statistics, in the business statistics, measures of central tendency, what measures of dispersion, correlation, regression. You can have all these views in just 1 day, isn't it? 1 day. Yes. Then probability, in the research, sampling, the testing of hypothesis, all this is you can go for in the 2 days preparation. So what are the different what is the probability, or what are the techniques of sampling? What are the testing of hypothesis, as far as hypothesis is concerned? So what are the different models to be followed for the testing? So all these things are part of an business statistics and research methods. So that might be the a kind of p-tester, t-tester, z-tester, ANOVA, chi-square tester. So all these things are the part of testing of hypothesis and all. Yep. So then after the business management and human resource management. Business management, again, in the business management, core management concepts and organization techniques, motivation theories, leadership theories, corporate governance, HR functions and management, different types of HR management. That might be the recruitment or selection or placement or whatever it might be. So performance appraisal, different types of performance appraisals, collective bargaining. What are the different types of collective bargaining? Personalities, traits of personalities, organizational culture. What are the components of organizational culture or the organizational change? What are the determinants of organizational culture or organizational change? So all these things. Then after, in the banking and financial institutions, we have the 2 parts, that is banking and financial statement institutions 1 and banking financial institutions 2. So in the banking and financial institutions 1, so we have an overview and we have the standard measures of RBI. What is the RBI, the functions of RBI? So what are the rules or whatever the actions or what are the provisions of RBI in kind of credit controls? So money market instruments, capital market instruments, Basel norms are very important. You can expect a question from Basel norms as well. Basel norms 1, 2. So then after, types of banks, what are the different types of banks? That might be the commercial bank or cooperative bank. Or then in the banking and financial institutions 2, we have non-banking financial corporations, pension fund, mutual fund, financial regulations in India. So digitalization of banking and other financial institutions. What are the different programs that have been incorporated? So then after, in the insurance sector, so domestic financial institutions and ombudsmen. So all these things. Yep. So then after, marketing management. This is a very important part. You can expect more questions. So banking and financial management, you can go for a 2 days preparation. It's enough. Marketing management, marketing management, basic marketing concepts, basic marketing concepts. So, what marketing means, product decision, market segmentation, target, what is the positioning, so what is the product life cycle, stages of product life cycle. You can expect a question. New product development, so what are the steps, what are the steps or what are the strategies, new product development. The pricing, promotion and distribution, decisions, what are the types of functions of what are the factors determining the pricing, promotions and distributions, what are the channels of distribution, so there is channel management, direct markets, so rural marketing, all these things. So you will be getting one question from rural marketing, and you will be getting one question from channels of distribution. So you can just prepare this content in the 2 days. Yes, yeah, you can. Legal aspects of business. Whereas in the case of legal aspects, Indian Contract Act or legal aspects of companies, you try to understand. In the Indian Contract Act, generally, what kind of questions? You'll be getting like types of contracts. Contracts. Contracts, special contracts, like discharge contract and all these things. So normally it is other part of an Indian Contract Act. Whereas the legal aspects of companies, in the case of legal aspects of companies, generally, what is the scope? Companies Act 2013 provisions. Companies Act 2013 provisions comes into the picture. So again here the directors, so indoor management, you can have the promoters, so issue of capital, so all these things you can have here. And then after you can legal aspects of sales and in the sales, sale of goods act, you can have a negotiable instrument act. So what are the different provisions of negotiable instrument act? And goods and service tax act, what are the different provisions? And all these things are the part of legal aspects of business. So income tax, as far as income tax is concerned, so income tax, the basics, what are the basics? So what are exemptions? What are the different heads of incomes? That might be the income from salaries, income from house property, income from profit and gains in business profession. So PGBP, capital gains, or income from other sources. So what are the various deductions? What is the process of computation of total income and tax liability of individual? So what are the steps, different steps? And as far as income tax, again, international taxation. So what are the, try to find, so what are the direct individual taxation, so international taxations. So corporate tax planning, what are the provisions of corporate tax planning? So these all things are generally the part of our preparation. So you can have these entire things, you can pick up various important deductions as well, important exemptions. You will be getting a question, you can expect a question from deductions as well as exemptions. So you can prepare it for the 2 days. Legal aspects of business also you can prepare for 2 days itself. Important provisions which are relating to the Indian Contract Act, legal aspects of companies, and legal aspects of sales and ads. So all the parts, and then after you can previously asked questions, previous year question papers. I have solved around 3 years of questions, 3 years of questions. So this is how my preparation has been moved. So even you can follow, and you can just subscribe my channel. If you like the video, you can subscribe my channel and tap on the bell icon for more updates. You share my videos. Thank you. Jai Hind. Right. Thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and tap on the bell icon for more updates. If you are interested to my coaching, you can contact me over the given mobile number. So thank you once again. Thank you.